All right, these are the answers to the solving radical equations. When we have our radical all by itself, what we want to do is square both sides, and that's going to give us 2x plus 1 equals 3 times 3, which is 9. And then we're just going to solve it like a normal equation. Subtract 1, divide by 2, we end up with x equals 4. You can always plug that back in, check, make sure it works. But in that case it does. Over here we're going to divide by 3 first, have square root of 3x minus 4 equal to 4. Then take and square both sides. 3x minus 4 equals 16. We'll add 4, and we'll divide by 3. So I end up with 20/3, or 6.6 repeating. For number 3, I have a square root equal to a negative. Now, if you were to do this, you would get an answer. However, square roots are always positive, so this actually has no solution. We can say that right from the start. Square root cannot equal a negative, okay? And that's one of the sneaky things, because you could square both sides and solve it and get something, but if you tried to plug it back in, it wouldn't work. Over here, we're going to square both sides. I get 5 minus 6x equals 144. We'd subtract 5, get 139, and then we're going to divide by negative 6. So we get a negative 139/6, which is about 23.16 repeating, I believe, if you do it. All right, over here we're going to subtract 10. So 3 square roots of x plus 4 equals 12. Then we're going to divide by 3. Square root of x plus 4 is equal to 4. Square both sides. X plus 4 equals 16. And then subtract the 4. So x equals 12. And then here, if we square both sides, we get 5x plus 7 equals 35 minus 13, which is 22. And then subtract 7. It was just written in a kind of a weird way, right? To see if that would throw you off. But you being the smart class you are, I'm sure we're just fine. So this is kind of your base level. Just get the square root by itself, square both sides to get rid of it. Then we get ones that are a little more complicated. In these cases, when we square both sides, we end up with an x squared. So I've got 9x minus 20 equals x squared. And whenever we have it like that and we're trying to solve, the best thing to do is to get it equal to 0. So subtract your 9x, add your 20, bring these things over to here, and then see if you can factor it. That's the quickest way. And in this case, we can factor this into x minus 5, x minus 4, which gives us x equals 5 or 4. Now you always want to check, especially when you have an x squared, you kind of want to check these out. So if you put the 5 in, 45 minus 20 is 25, square root of 25 is 5, we're all good. 4 in, 36 minus 20 is 16, square root of 16 is 4, we're all good. So yeah, we're all set there. Sometimes it works, sometimes we have to get rid of one. So over here we get x plus 2 equals x squared. I'm going to subtract those, bring those over here. So we get x squared minus x minus 2. So x minus 2x plus 1, x equals 2 or negative 1. So again, if I were to try 2, square root of 4 is 2, that checks out. But if I try negative 1, square root of 1 is negative 1, that doesn't check out. So we actually have to get rid of that answer and only keep that one. Here we're squaring both sides, and that means we're going to have to square x minus 1. So you can use the little box method or however you do it. We'll end up with x squared minus 2x plus 1 for that. And we'll have 2x plus 6 over here. So we're going to subtract this, bring these things over to here, which gives us x squared minus 4x minus 5. That's x minus 5x plus 1, which gives us x equal to 5 or negative 1. Now if you try the 5, we end up with square root of 16, which is 4. 5 minus 1 is 4, that checks out. But if you do the negative 1, you get square root of 4 equals negative 2. We got to get rid of that. And then our last one here, same idea. We're going to square both sides. We're going to get 10x plus 15 equals, and if we FOIL this out, x squared plus 8x plus 16. Subtract these, bring them over to here, which gives us x squared minus 2x plus 1. So that's x minus 1, x minus 1. which means I get x equal to 1. That's our only choice on this one. Let's see if it works. Put it in, we get square root of 25, which is 5. 1 plus 4 is 5. I get 5 on both sides. We're all good.